With Boruto Twin Blue Vortex coming out really soon, I figured there's probably a lot of y'all who haven't been caught up with the Boruto manga, but want to check part 2 out. So I thought it would be a cool idea to just recap all the important details that happened in Boruto part 1. Also, I'm just gonna assume most of you already know most of the events of Naruto. So to start with, the series starts out with an iconic flash forward with Teen Boruto clashing with someone named Kawaki on the Hokage monument, overlooking a destroyed Konoha village. Keep note of Boruto's design. Kawaki tells Boruto he'll send him where the 7th Hokage is, and Boruto responds by saying he's still a shinobi before they continue their battle. From there, we go back to the present with a much younger Boruto. Back then, Boruto didn't care much about being a ninja. Boruto makes it very clear that this is his story, but he can't help it that his dad plays a role. For just a bit at the start, it's the story of him and his dad. You could say that's why part 1 is called Boruto Naruto Next Generations. The present story starts with Boruto basically being a 12-year-old brat, annoyed that his dad isn't paying attention to him. Boruto himself is a Genin level ninja on the same squad as Sarada and Mitsuki. Their sensei is Konohamaru. Boruto's anger towards Naruto reaches its peak when Naruto breaks a promise with Boruto to show up for Himawari, his daughter's birthday. Enraged, Boruto throws Naruto's old jacket out the window before running into Sasuke. Sasuke himself had just returned from facing off against Momoshiki and Kinshiki Otsutsuki in another dimension. Wanting to become Sasuke's pupil, Boruto attempts to learn the Rasengan in order to be accepted, but ends up using a scientific ninja tool that can use any jutsu, given to him by its developer Katasuke, so he could create the Rasengan. During the Chunin exams, Boruto resorts to using the ninja tool multiple times, but eventually it gets exposed as a fraud by Naruto. Boruto blames Naruto for him turning out like this, but they're interrupted by Momoshiki and Kinshiki arriving to capture Naruto. In order to protect the village, Naruto lets himself get captured. After realizing how pathetic he was, Boruto throws the ninja tool away, and Sasuke takes him to rescue Naruto along with the other Kage. There, after Naruto is freed, Boruto and Naruto talk before Momoshiki transforms by absorbing Kinshiki. Even with that power-up, fused Momo still gets absolutely clapped by Naruto and Sasuke, who aren't even at full strength. Yet, Momoshiki is rejuvenated after Katasuke provides him with some more chakra, which ends up in Boruto finishing the Otsutsuki off with the father-son spirit bomb-sized Rasengan. However, time is frozen when Boruto lands the finishing blow, and Momo passes Boruto a warning that his blue eyes will take everything away from him. A few days later, we can see that Boruto now has a strange mark on his right hand. From there, we get a short arc revealing an organization known as Kara. When we first see them, they're having a meeting about a certain vessel that has gone missing. We then see Konohamaru finding a downed airship of unknown origin with an open container inside. Shortly after, Boruto's squad gets a mission to escort Katasuke, the scientist who we learn had been manipulated in the previous arc. On the way to the facility, they meet Ao on a train, who survived the bombing at HQ during the 4th Great Ninja War and had a lot of his missing body parts replaced with mechanical ones thanks to Katasuke. However, when Team 7 leaves, we see a member of Kara speak with Ao, ordering him to recover the vessel. After reaching the facility, Team 7 is then ordered to search for Konohamaru. When they find him, they're all then attacked by Ao. After retreating, the group comes up with a plan to face him, and Boruto eventually beats Ao in their rematch before he's killed by the same Kara member he spoke with earlier. His name is Kashin Koji, and he almost burns Konohamaru to death, but the fire is absorbed by the seal on Boruto's hand, which Koji calls karma. Koji's intrigued by this and spares them. Then a short while later, the group finds an unconscious boy, who is actually called Kawaki. Kawaki has the same mark on his hand as Boruto, but can activate it at will and use it to absorb jutsu. Kawaki had actually been on the run from Kara, and he faints again after killing a Kara member tasked to bring him in. Koji convinces another Kara member, Delta, to let the leaf take Kawaki. When Kawaki wakes up in the village, he's greeted by Naruto, who decides to take Kawaki as his son. It turns out Kawaki had an extremely abusive biological father, and was sold to an even more abusive adoptive father named Jigen, the leader of Kara. When Kawaki finally arrives at Naruto's house, he flips over a table and breaks Himawari's handmade vase. Boruto isn't happy to see Kawaki there and forces Kawaki to fix the vase. Kawaki eventually begins to deeply care about Naruto after they spend more time together, and it's to the point where he sacrifices his own arm to protect Naruto and Himawari when Delta invades the village. Naruto manages to beat Delta, and Katasuke gives Kawaki a prosthetic arm powered by Naruto's chakra. In the meanwhile, Sasuke used some coordinates they found on the airship to find a secret dimension that shows him all the Otsutsuki that came to Earth, including a mysterious one that supposedly came with Kaguya. Sasuke also finds the captured Ten-Tails there and sees Jigen arrive to absorb some chakra from it. Jigen then shows up at Naruto's house to politely take Kawaki back, which leads to Jigen beating down Naruto and Sasuke in another dimension. Sasuke barely escapes, but Naruto is sealed away. Kara member Boro is sent to watch Naruto as Jigen goes to recover from the fight. Using the link through the connection Kawaki has with Jigen, Kawaki and Boruto manage to open up a portal and travel to the dimension Naruto is sealed in. There, Team 7 including Kawaki fight and manage to defeat Boro after Boruto is beaten to the point where Momoshiki takes over and the group manages to bring Naruto back safely to the village. In the meantime, Amado, the lead scientist of Kara, defects along with Kashin Koji. They'd planned to betray Kara all along and were the ones behind the airship crashing. Once in Konoha, Amado provides them with information on the Karma Seal, while Koji goes to fight the recovering Jigen. Amado reveals Jigen is actually Ishiki Otsutsuki, who was left for dead after Kaguya betrayed him. Ishiki possessed a monk named Jigen to survive. The Karma is also a method for Otsutsuki to reincarnate after the data is finished downloading into the vessel. This means Ishiki can revive into Kawaki, and Momoshiki can revive through Boruto. At the same time, Amado streams Kashin Koji fighting Jigen to show them how to kill an Otsutsuki. Koji forces Ishiki to reincarnate into Jigen, which causes Kawaki to lose his karma. Koji is then revealed to be a clone of Jiraiya, and is forced to retreat before Ishiki heads straight for Konoha to implant another karma onto Kawaki. This leads to Boruto using his karma to teleport him and Ishiki into another dimension. Naruto and Sasuke arrive there as well, but none of them stand a chance against Ishiki. However, Kurama reveals that there is a way to beat Ishiki, but Naruto and him have to sacrifice their lives. With that, Naruto goes into Baryon mode and begins to briefly pummel Ishiki. Unfortunately, the mode doesn't last long. However, the hits Naruto landed managed to reduce Ishiki's lifespan to only a few minutes. Yet Ishiki manages to transport Kawaki to them by using the connection between Naruto and the prosthetic arm on Kawaki. Ishiki manages to implant another karma on Kawaki, but it's a shadow clone and Ishiki finally dies. Right after, Sasuke's Rinnegan is stabbed by Boroshiki, and Momo tries to implant his own karma onto Kawaki. Boruto manages to wake up and stop Momo in time. Kurama also reveals it was just him who would be dying, and says one last farewell to Naruto. Code is also the last Kara member left, and gets a message from Ishiki's spirit. Code then makes it his mission to get revenge on everyone involved in Ishiki's death. He goes to a facility Boro used to run, and awakens two cyborgs named Ada and Damon. Ada's Senrigan allows her to watch literally anything that happened from the moment she was born up to the present time. Anyone who sees Ada is also charmed by her except Otsutsuki, Amado, and anyone blood related to her. Her little brother Damon can reflect any attack or kill an intent directed towards him. They team up with Code because Ada wants to experience true love with Kawaki, since he's technically part Otsutsuki now. Meanwhile, in Konoha, Kawaki's desire to protect Naruto is too strong. He ends up sneaking out of the village one night, and Ada leads Code directly to him. Before Code can take Kawaki away, Boruto intervenes and fights Code. Momo ends up taking control during the fight and is beating Code. Naruto and Shikamaru arrive as well, but after Shikamaru is taken hostage by Code, Momo decides to kill Naruto. However, Kawaki manages to absorb the attack by waking up Karma, which Amado remade in Kawaki after the Ishiki fight. Kawaki fights Boroshiki before Boruto regains control, and urges Kawaki to just kill him. Kawaki gladly puts a donut in Boruto's chest, killing his brother in front of Naruto. Fortunately, to keep his soul alive, Momo decides to cancel his download and use the remaining data to heal Boruto through Karma. Code retreated as well, but not before leaving a claw mark on Shikamaru's neck. Shikamaru knew about this though, and lures Code into a trap. Code wants Amado to remove his limiters, so he gets caught alone with a new model of Delta, which Amado designed to protect the village. Code is then forced to bring Ada in. Amado explains Ada to Shikamaru, and Shikamaru attempts to reason with the girl by trying to convince her to join Konoha so she can be with Kawaki. However, they end up leaving with Amado before Kawaki arrives. Amado then removes Code's limiters, making him even stronger than Jigen. Amado then gets Ada to protect him from Code, and Damon still beats Code down too. Code is forced to retreat and goes to split the Ten-Tails into multiple parts so he can have his own army. Meanwhile, Ada accepts Amado's offer to stay in Konoha. Boruto and Kawaki end up having to live with Ada and Damon while watching them. Amado also explains that he implanted the DNA of Shibai Otsutsuki into Ada and Damon, giving them some of the Shinjutsu he possessed. Shibai was actually the Otsutsuki god, but is dead now. Amado also reveals that Delta was a failed clone of his daughter, who died from a disease. As all this information is revealed, Momo begins to share some of his thoughts with Boruto. This allows Boruto to get a glimpse of the near future. It's pretty chaotic. Later on, we see Sarada and Sumire aren't able to be entranced by Ada. Boruto speaks with Momo again, but this time Kawaki notices something is up. Kawaki feels like Momoshiki is up to something and just leaves angrily. He goes to Naruto and Hinata to tell them he will kill every single Otsutsuki, including Boruto, to protect them. Hinata actually slaps Kawaki before he sends them to another dimension. Not too long after, Kawaki attempts to kill Boruto on the Hokage monument. Sarada intervenes, and Boruto ends up having to save her from Kawaki at the cost of getting his right eye slashed. Soon after, reinforcements arrive along with Sasuke, but Kawaki manages to escape with the help of Boroshiki. Momoshiki warns Boruto that he's about to lose everything very soon. Kawaki's on the run now, but Ada manages to reach him on her own. After hearing Kawaki question why couldn't Boruto just be the outsider instead of him, a complete stranger who wasn't the Hokage's son, Ada accidentally activates an innate power of hers and causes Boruto and Kawaki's situation to be reversed. It's the power of omnipotence, which is the will to make anything real. Now everyone sees Kawaki as Naruto's son and Boruto as the outsider. Kawaki even tells Ada to let everyone know that Boruto killed Naruto. Now everyone is chasing after Boruto. Sarada, who is immune to Ada's power, tries to get Mitsuki to listen, but he goes to hunt Boruto too. Even Sasuke isn't listening to her. Sumire tries to explain to Sarada what she thinks is going on, and Sarada awakens the Mangekyo Sharingan after begging Sasuke to listen. Knowing all about the Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke believes his daughter and goes to save Boruto. Sasuke can see Boruto has his headband and that Momo is with Boruto instead of Kawaki, so he knows something is wrong. Momo starts freaking out now that Boruto hasn't fallen into despair yet, and Ada also meets up with them to apologize for what she did. Boruto understands and tells Momoshiki that he never considered this as losing everything. Boruto knows he needs to get stronger, and to make up for her blunder, Ada even chooses to not look for them until they return to Konoha. And so, part 1 of Boruto comes to an end, with Code vowing to get revenge on Boruto, and Kawaki swearing that he'll kill his brother as long as he is an Otsutsuki. As for Boruto, he won't stop until he shows the world he's still Boruto Uzumaki. And that's it. Personally, I've been a huge fan of Boruto since day one, but let me know what y'all think of part 1 or what y'all think is going to happen in 2 Blue Vortex down in the comments. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video too. Peace.